Before heading to the video, if you haven't subscribed the channel, do subscribe it and don't forget to click the bell icon for the latest update notification. If you like the video, do like, comment and share. Stay tuned with learnbay.co. Happy learning!
With normalization, the topic we have today is normalization. Now, what is normalization? So, normalization, first of all, it is a very important concept. Normalization is a set of rules. Normalization is a set of rules which we follow to make our structure powerful enough, right? Just to understand, you can compare the normalization with traffic rules. We follow traffic rules, yes? Now, just think traffic without traffic rules. No red lights, no seat belts, no helmets, no zebra crossing. Will it be able to manage the traffic?
No.
No. Same over here. So normalization is a set of rules which we impose on our database to effectively manage the data. And there is some, so normalization is the process of efficiently organize the data in the database. It is a set of rules, guidelines or statements that we follow while storing the data. So now why do we need these rules? So the two basic reasons behind this. Number one, eliminating redundant data. Data redundancy means duplicacy of data, which means storing the same data at multiple places or more than once. Right? The normalization says that the data should be arranged in such a manner that we should not be updating the same data again and again at multiple places. Okay, then ensuring data dependencies make sense, which means that what happens in a real-time scenario when we have to manage some data, we distribute the data among multiple tables, right? Now, just like we have created an employee table yesterday. Yes, I have given you in the assignment to create the employee table. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So in that employee table, if you notice, there is only the personal information about the employee. There is no official information. Correct?
Yes.
No official information is over there. Now, to store the official information, I will be creating like salary information, I say, like employee ID, the department, the designation, and the salary. I have kept in the another table. Now, I will be maintaining the details, salary details of only those employees which are there in my company. Yes. If I have the employee number E1 to E10, suppose I have only 10 employees in my company, numbered from E1 to E10. Can I maintain a detail, salary details of E100? Is it possible? Tell me, please respond.
Can you repeat it, sir?
I am saying that suppose I have 10 employees in my company, their IDs are E1 to E10. Okay. Now, in a employee salary table, can I have a salary detail of the employee number E100?
No.
No, we
Only 10
cannot.
minutes, sir. Yeah.
Sorry, we
No, it
cannot.
can't.
Yes, it can't. So our structure should be powerful enough to hold that thing. That means those two tables should be in some relationship, which is such that it is mandatory to make an entry in the employee table before we make an entry into the employee salary table. Right? So that is known as data dependencies. The data should be dependent on each other and it should make sense. The case should not be vice versa, that first of all I need to have a salary details, then only I can put the personal detail of the employee. So it should be vice versa. Okay, now in the normalization we have different normalizations forms which are 1NF. The first is 1NF, first normalization form. which means it says define the data items. Now just consider that we are working on the employee table. We want to maintain the data of employees. So it says define the data items. This means looking at the data to be stored, organize to be stored. That means just think whatever attributes of the employee you will be capturing, yeah, like employee ID, name, department, designation, address, city, date of birth, date of joining, whatever you want to track. So this all is known as defining the data items. This means looking at the data to be stored. Organizing the data into the columns. That means what all will be the column names. So we are doing all the planning. So what all will be the column name, like date of birth, I'm at D H, employee ID taking an EID, like name has to be taken as F name or L name, or it should be a full name, something like that. Next, defining what type of data each column will contain. Once you are finalized with the column names, now you have to specify what will be the data type. Example, phone number. What do you think the phone number should be? It should be character or a varchar or a integer or float, whatever. Okay.
Character.
So that is known as defining what type of data each column contain, and finally putting the related data into the own table. Now related data into the own table means now we have decided everything. Now the example which I have given you yesterday, we have bifurcated the tables on two parameters, the personal detail of the employee in one table and the official detail of the employee in the another table. Okay.
Yes.
Right. So then once done, second point, which first normalization says, ensure there is no repeating group of data. For an example, if you are entering the name and address of the employee in the employee table, it should not be repeated again in the employee salary table. No repeating groups of data. Third point, it says that there must be a primary key. Now, what is a primary key? Key here is referring to a field. It is saying there must be some field in the, if you have 10 fields, 20 fields, or whatever number of fields you have, there must be at least one field on the basis of which you can identify the two records individually. Right? So that is known as primary key. We will be talking about this in details after a few minutes.
Is it like identifying similarity between two
Not
data
similarity, differentiate. Now example, let me give you an example. There could be two employees named Ramesh. In my company, I have multiple employees. It is very much possible that two employees have the same name, say Ramesh, right? Very much possible. Now, if I have the name, they might be possible that they are residing in the same address. They have the same address. Rare, but possible. Same city, same address. Now, what could be one thing on the basis of which we can say that these two Ramesh are different? So we can take an example of employee ID. Sorry, we can take an example of employee ID. Like on the basis of employee ID, suppose one Ramesh employee ID is E10 and another is E12. So we can say, okay, this Ramesh is E10 and this is E12. So one thing, employee ID, on the basis of which we can uniquely identify that particular individual. That is known as primary key. Okay, so all these points are listed in a first normalization form. Then comes the second normalization form. Now this is a bit tricky. Second normalization form says that first normalization form should be implemented. All the rules of first normalization form should be implemented. Second point, it says there must be no partial dependencies of any column on the primary key. Now let me try to explain this visually. Suppose I have two employees, Rohit and Amit. Right? These are the two employees and I need to assign them the employee ID. I have the employee ID, say E1 and E2. Okay. Now I can assign E1 to Rohit and E2 to Amit. or I can assign E2 to Rohit and E1 to Amit. Can I?
Yes.
Right? I can assign any ID to any of the employee. Okay.
Okay.
However, there should be no compulsion on me that Rohit should always be given E1 and Amit should have to be given as E2. That is, this particular field, that is the employee ID, is not dependent on the name. However, once assigned, the name is dependent on E1. Whenever we say E1, E1 will always mean Rohit. It will never mean Amit once assigned. But before assigning, it could never be a case that we have to give E1 to Rohit only. That means, in other words, I can say that this field, all the other fields are dependent on this field, and this particular field is dependent on none of these. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, wonderful. Let's proceed. So this is second normalization form. Then comes the 3NF, that is third normalization form, which says, third normalization says it should meet all the rules of second NF, which means both 1 and 2 are implemented. Then it says the table should have relationship. It means that the table should have relationship, which I just give you an example. That means if I have the employee table and the employee salary table, it should be, I could able to maintain the details of only those employees which are there in the employee table. And this is possible only when the tables are in relationship. Is this point clear or not?
So can you please explain it again?
Okay. Just like I'm repeating my same example again. Suppose I have 10 employees in my company. Let me try to explain it visually. I have 10 employees, or like this: E1, E2, E3, suppose E4, suppose 5 employees. I have 5 employees. This is my employee table. Okay, this is the EMP table, right? And in my other table, which is the salary table, now can I have E1, E2, E3, E10, or let's say E109, E10. Can I have E10 and E109 in the salary table?
No,
Why?
because they
It's
are
not in the first table.
That is what does it mean. And this is possible as of now. Yesterday in the assignment, I have given you to create 2 tables. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Employee and the employee salary. But currently, if you try to do this, you will be able to do it. Because although you have created 2 tables, however, there is no relationship between the 2 tables. Okay? There is no relationship between the 2 tables. So we will be creating the relationship between those, so that it ensures. If we are doing something like that, that means we are cheating the system. We are issuing a salary to an employee who does not exist. Okay? Is it
Yes.
clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Right. So these are the standard normalization form: 1NF, 2NF, and 3NF.
If you
Okay.
don't mind, can you quickly
Yeah.
glance all 3 once, sir?
Sorry?
If you don't mind, can you glance all 3
Yes,
NF once?
definitely, definitely. Let me do it quickly. 1NF. 1F says, first of all, define the data items which means the data to be sorted, organize the data into the columns, decide on the data type, and put the related columns into the respective tables. Ensure that there should be no repeating group of data, which means you should not be putting the same thing into the multiple tables. And ensure that should be a primary key, which is a mechanism to make sure that to individually identify a record in a table. This is first normalization form. Second normalization form says that it should meet all the condition of first NF, and there should be no partial dependencies of any column on the primary key. That means primary key should not be dependent on any other column, but all the columns will be dependent on the primary key. Third normalization phase, okay, it should meet the all the rules of second NF. That means 1NF, 2NF will be implemented, then only third comes into the picture. And it says the table should have relationship. The table should be in the relationship. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. Now, from the interview point of view, it is a very common topic in the interview, normalization. So what is the question which we asked in the interview is, what do you mean by normalization? So answer is, normalization is a set of rules. Second question, how many normalization forms are there? So the answer is, we have 3 normalization forms, 1NF, 2NF, and 3NF. Then again the question comes, don't we have any other normalization forms? Can we have 4, 5, 6 as well? The answer is, yes, we can have. We can have n number of normalization forms. There is no limit to it, because normalization is a set of rules. Whenever we are creating any standard, these are the basic things. It will be definitely there.
So your
your
voice is cracking.
breaking.
Voice problem.
Yeah.
Wait. Right, is it fine now?
No.
No, still noisy.
Mic issue, wiring issue with your mic.
Let me confirm that this is not the issue with the network. No, network is perfectly fine.
Mic problem.
Sir, wiring.
Mic.
Probably the audio jack of your mic.
Let just give me one quick second. I am just trying to change the mic, and do let me know if the things
Sure,
are
sir.
better then. Okay, my screen visible? Fine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Fine.
Wonderful. Now let's proceed further. So this is, we were talking, okay, about various normalization forms. So 1, 2, 3 are standard, post which it becomes customized. For an example, in our company there is a rule that we are not hiring anybody from, say, Faridabad. It is a non-hiring zone. So my structure should be powerful enough to restrict the entry of a Faridabad employee. So this becomes a rule, that is the normalization forms. So further 3 are standard, then 3 are standard, and post which it is customized. Clear this point? Now again, let me, to make it more clear, let me give you one example. Like traffic rules, the standard traffic rules are stopping at the red light. Yeah, we need to stop at the red light. We need to wear helmets. We need to wear the seat belt. Yes, it is there everywhere.
Yes.
However, you must have observed at the some places it says left turn not free. You notice that? Left turn not free?
Yes, sir.
Right. So what is that? That is the customized one. That is the customized thing. So this is normalization. Okay. Now let's
So
proceed.
does the company set these norms?
See, that's what I am saying. 1, 2, 3 is a standard. You are creating any structure, these three will be followed for sure. The examples which we have taken yesterday also, in the employee and the employee salary table. So we will be creating this, we will be implementing the normalization over there as well. And then further it could be dependent on the company. Like I said, another rule that in my company, the minimum salary of the employee is 20,000. None of the employees should get a salary less than 20,000. So it becomes the fourth normalization form. I have a rule that none of my employee, the minimum age of my employee should be 20 years. So that is another rule. Okay. So that becomes